Welcome to our last session. I'm so glad you're here today.
Me too.
You've done some really great work.
Thank you.
I'm really pleased with the work that you've done. And
Thank you.
so I just thought that we could kind of start off by talking about the journey that you've been on through our sessions.
Definitely.
And just really what the goals are that you feel like you've accomplished and the progress that you've made. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, definitely, I think the most important is I've been 3 months sober.
Woohoo! Yay!
Yeah. It's a good feeling.
That's
it feels
awesome.
great, and I feel like my health is getting on the right track and everything too. And going to the AA meetings definitely
Perfect.
has really helped.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm definitely very proud of, and I feel even emotionally, physically, and mentally really good about.
Excellent.
And the second thing, I guess, is that I did get a part-time job, taking your advice and, kind of putting my pride aside and knowing that I should just get that flow of money in and,
Sure.
become a bank teller, at least get secure into that. And so with that, also, my mom and I, we're on good terms now. We try and see each other just on Sunday nights. We decided not to move in together. I decided not to move in with her just because I think it would be best for us, and just for us to kind of grieve in our separate ways.
Sure.
So,
So tell me more about that with Mom. So you came to that decision, and how was she with that? And was there a different negotiation y'all were able to work out that was a win-win?
At first it was hard, I'm not gonna lie, especially just with it, not for me, but for her, knowing that I wasn't gonna move in. But she was accepting, but I could just tell, like, I hate hurting my mom, and I could just tell she was really disappointed. So it was hard in the beginning, but she was still willing to of course, see me on Sunday nights. And she's kind of had that mindset of, like, I'd rather have I'd rather get what is it, like, all or nothing. What am I trying to say? But anyway, she was accepting of it, and so she really, I think we're on good terms.
Good. So it just took some time and adjustment.
Exactly. And I'm hoping too, when she's done grieving, she can kind of help me through this time as well, as although I am helping myself, but kind of just support me in finding a new job, kind of getting out there as well. But it's going to take a little bit more time for her.
Sure. Well, I think that you talk about the pain, how painful it was to hurt your mom. I think that's just because you're a compassionate person. But I really also have to commend you for being willing also to make the healthy decision for both of you, even though it was difficult, and to be able to draw that boundary, because it takes real courage to do that.
Thank you. It's a good feeling, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And 3 months sober, that is incredible. And so the AA meetings we talked about, they've been working well for you.
Definitely.
And you've felt encouraged and supported in that decision. And
definitely. I guess another thing that I progressed about it, or I've made progress in, is I go on runs with my dog. Took up that as
yes. Good.
So that's really helped every day.
What has that done for you? So you run consistently?
I run every day, and it really helps me clear my mind, like how I used to do it, and it really did it then, and it does it now, especially in this time. Helps me clear my mind and just gets those endorphins running for me, and gets me motivated and just positive thinking.
Sure.
Definitely.
Sure. Well, and the job as well. You're doing the part-time work, and probably you mentioned it feels good to have the money come in, but also it keeps you from sitting at home all day,
exactly.
right?
And it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because I also have made a couple of friends with it. So that's another plus that's another good thing that's come out of it that I didn't think would come out of it.
Excellent. Well, you got that part-time job because I remember our first session when we were talking, you were really struggling with having the motivation to actually put in applications. And you pushed through that, and you turned those applications in, and one of them panned out, and we talked about this is just temporary, and but I'm glad that it's meeting the need now that it needs to meet.
Me too.
You have come so incredibly far.
I'm
so pleased and proud of you.
Thank you. I'm just really appreciative of all your help. It's really helped me.
It has been my pleasure. And part of the transition process is I just wanted to, we want to talk about like where to go from here. First of all, in terms of our relationship, we talked during the first session, you may recall, about how our relationship is professional in nature, and so sometimes there can be feelings that come up with since our professional relationship is coming to a close here, then we won't be seeing each other anymore, even though we've been seeing each other weekly for quite some time now. And so I wanted just to kind of ask you, do you have any feelings that have come up for you about that?
No, I've really, I mean, of course I'm timid kind of about starting without, seeing you and getting your advice and support all the time, but I'm also I'm confident because things have been going so well and things have been progressing. I'm confident, I'm kind of excited in a way that to kind of be on my own and be like, wow, I can't, I've actually done this all on my own, I'm making this progress on my own. So I'm excited for that as well, but I'm kind of scared because I hope that it continues, definitely.
So what are the things that are contributing to your fear? Your concerns?
I guess my drinking, seeing you has helped maintain me going to those AA meetings.
Okay.
So I'm kind of scared that maybe if I'm not seeing you that, I'll be like, oh, I don't have to go, and it'll slowly fade away. But I know that I'm aware of it, so I'm trying to think of okay, well, if that might happen, don't let it happen, but at the same time it's scary because I have relied on you to kind of motivate me and go to AA meetings.
Well, what about your sponsor?
Yeah, that is true.
Have you talked with your sponsor and told them about the role that our sessions have played in your motivation towards going to AA, and mentioned to them that maybe that we're going to be closing this relationship and that maybe you're going to need some additional encouragement from your sponsor in order to make sure that you continue on the right track?
I have not, but that is a really good idea.
Yeah, I think that's what the sponsor is there for, is to help cheer you on and provide that motivation. And so I think that the things that you've gotten from me in that area are a very natural thing of that's a ball that the sponsor is very trained and able to pick that ball up and run with it. So I think that you've done such a great job with your mom of negotiating your needs and mentioning what those are, that if you were to mention to your sponsor that this is a need and this is a concern, do you think they would be receptive?
Definitely. I guess I never thought about kind of communicating that, but I think that also could help me motivate me to go to my meetings, definitely. And hopefully, I just hope that eventually I can motivate myself, or do it on my own, and just
Well, Caitlin, you have made this progress. You have been the one that has taken these steps. I've not done these things for you, and so I have complete confidence that you're just going to continue making great progress.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Talk with me about so other goals or other things that you'd like to continue with past our meeting times.
Past our meeting times, no. I mean, I guess I do have a question. If I do need a thing, would it be okay if I did call you? Or
yes, and that actually was something I was going to get to. That even though we're not going to be able to continue on, in a different capacity, whether it be friends or whatever else, because this is a professional relationship and it's concluding. If you do at any point in the future have need of professional services from me again, then you are absolutely welcome to call and make an appointment with my office. I'd be glad to fit you in.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot
So
better.
if you need a little tune-up from time to time.
That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
Definitely.
So what about in regards to work? So you're working at the bank teller thing, and you said that it helps.
It helps, but I still definitely need a different job.
Okay.
It's helping for this time right now, but it has to be temporary, as temporary as I can possibly make it. So I have looked at a couple more jobs to apply to. I haven't done it yet, just because I've been kind of busy with everything, but I have looked.
Okay.
I have explored into it.
We know since you attended the AA meetings, and they've been a success for you. And you also have gone to the grief meetings, and you've mentioned to me in past sessions that those were helpful to you as well. It seems like you gain a lot of strength and support from group settings. And so since the job thing is a continued goal of yours, I'd like to throw out the idea of, what do you think about maybe attending like a job seekers group
I think that would be great.
for networking and encouragement and that sort of
Definitely.
thing?
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure. That would be great. I didn't know that there was some such thing.
There is,
Wow.
absolutely is.
Great.
I'll be glad to pass on the information to
Oh,
you.
that would be wonderful.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Okay. Would we meet like once a week or?
I think that they just vary depending on which group you choose. Sometimes it's
Okay.
monthly, sometimes it's weekly, but you can pick
Okay.
one that would fit your schedule and your needs. But I'll give you a couple of options
Okay.
before you leave today.
Great.
So, yeah,
I guess also I wanted to just kind of end with you about my grieving with my dad.
sure. Okay.
I guess I'm still kind of having, I think I still am having some difficulty there.
Okay.
I don't know what. And I haven't done anything about it.
Okay. Okay. Now you did mention to me that you went to a couple of the grief groups in the past. How were those for you when you went?
They were helpful.
Okay.
They were really
Okay.
helpful.
So you just haven't been to them recently?
Recently.
Okay.
And I guess that might explain too, yeah, why I haven't.
You think that, I mean, would you be able to work out time to be able to resume that and to see if it can continue to be helpful to you?
Yeah, I think I can. I
Okay.
think I can definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
I think that just allowing yourself the permission to take time to grieve and recognizing that some things just take time. It's okay for you not to just spring right back out of it, and to celebrate your dad, and to allow yourself the space to work through that, and to remain in community, because that's going to be a big encouragement and support to you through the process.
Yeah, very true.
Sure.
Thanks.
Well, you have just grown, and you have accomplished such great things, and I have every confidence that you're going to continue to soar as you have been. And
Thank you.
it has been an honor to get to work with you, Caitlin. And
Thank you.
I wish
That
you.
means a lot.
Well, sure. I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yes,
Thank you.
thanks.
Bye bye.
Yeah.